bird. It's a plane.
Oh no, it's only Frank.
Aloha headsets, Frankie Boy here, and it is time for the Frank Show. Now today we are looking at Blood and Truth, which I have been excited about for a long time, and I am glad to have a lot of new information to share with you, so please enjoy. All right, now I am very excited to finally learn a little bit more about Blood and Truth. We've been looking at this one since Paris Games Week. We know that it was made by London Studio, same people that brought us London Heist, which was definitely the top game that came out on PSVR Worlds. It was probably one of the top games for a while, or experiences for a while, to show off when we first had our PlayStation VRs, and now they took what they learned from that game, all the great things, and put that into Blood and Truth. Now, there is not a solid release date for this one yet, but from what I've heard so far, it's looking great. Now, gameplay-wise, this one is all about putting you in the role of the action hero Ryan Marks. You are ex-FAS, and you pull back into the struggle. You guys know the story. They're bringing you back. That's how they want you to feel. And now this is going to be full of one-to-one interactions. You're going to feel that movement in the real world. You're going to be reflecting that one in the gameplay. Point-to-point movement is how they're doing the movement system, which this one does look a little bit more interesting than most teleport-based systems, because that is not what it is. It is an actual, you feel like you're walking from spot to spot, cover to cover, so it's kind of like a it doesn't ever jump into third person, but that third-person cover-based movement translates to VR, and you're even going to be able to strafe between the 2 points if you want to. They say that there is a lot of openness in the movement, so don't feel restricted. You're on ropes, on a leash a little bit, but not so far that you can't have fun with it. Now you're going to be able to climb ladders, you're going to be able to reload clips, as you already know from the London Heist, but they have built in, because people loved it so much, tons of more gun tricks, lots more stuff that you can do with the gun, so I'm excited to play around with the gun and do little things like grab grenades when they get thrown at me and throw them back at the enemies. That's something that you can only do in VR. I mean, you can click a button in a normal game, but you can't just get that feeling of, oh man, here I go, chuck it right back, which is something that sets VR apart from everything else. Now, you're going to be using security cameras, which is one thing they showed us in the demo, and it looks cool to work with their systems. They were trying to show off that there are a lot of cool, like, interactions in the game that you're going to be playing with the stuff there, very similar to things like Job Simulator or I Expect You to Die, if you played those, which are great, fun experiences to share and play, so I'm excited to see more stuff like that. Another big thing is the SlowMo mechanic, which they didn't want to tell us too much about, but they said you'll be using it a lot. Now, I love time manipulation, if you know, so I am definitely excited for this one. You can kind of knock out enemies, do a little gun trick here while you're in slow-mo, this and that. It looks very, very fun. Now, one cool thing about this game, they did show off that you're going to be able to make decisions. Now, you're going to be able to choose to get people that you chase down to talk or not talk. You can shoot them in the kneecap, you can shoot them in the head, you can do whatever you want. It is up to you. And they say that it will affect the story. Now, I love games like that because it does give you a little bit more replay value to want to go back in and see if things do change up, which is cool. And everything about this initial demo has said that it is extremely polished. I mean, some of the greatest looking PlayStation VR gameplay that they have had so far, so I can't wait to get my hands on it. Now, atmosphere-wise, this game is set in London, so it's going to have that grit and grime feel. They love old gangster movies, so that's what was pushed into this gameplay, pushed into everything that's going on, so they've said it translates well. I love old films like that, so as I'm sure you guys probably know, so we are definitely going to look forward to this, because in this one they said the city is a character as well. Now, we don't have a solid date for this one yet, and I'm sure that it's going to be in the hopefully 2018, and we'll cover it more as we find out more in the future. What'd you think? I cannot wait to play this game, but I would like to know your thoughts, so please let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up, but only if you want to. If you haven't seen these, hey, check them out, and more importantly, if you're new to this channel and you want to stay up to date on everything PlayStation VR and you don't mind this ugly mug, friggin' subscribe. I mean, come on. Smooches.